Many thanks for staying tuned. It's still the conversation here on Lagos Television, the Friday edition of the program. And of course, permit me to say today's edition is the holds no barred edition of the conversation. And of course, today we would like to learn, unlearn, relearn. Everything about learning is what will be. I guess this should be a master class, really.
And plus learn.
Yeah.
Tell our viewer what he said. I want to múra wa.
Want to call it because there are three of us.
There are three women here,
Three
so
women,
I want to
so-
múra wa.
And I know you want to face me alone
So,
and win me to your side.
so you are equipped.
I'm equipped.
So you see, of course, the conversation this morning is one that really must be hard because again, times are changing. A lot of homes are dealing with pressure. A lot of people do not even understand how they got to where they are at the moment. But I'm sure they want to find their way out, navigate their ways out without necessarily losing their marriages or their relationships. Today on the program, we're looking at love and financial pressure. Of course, not only in marriages, but maybe in relationships generally, because again, we realized that some people live together though they are not married. You know, some people have financial relationship or financial connection, and it is not a love relationship. So today, like I said, you know, we want to talk about these things and maybe some things that either some other people are facing, and maybe we can help them relate that on the program this morning. I know some people always have a way to get their questions across to Adebimpe. This would be a good time to get their questions across to Adebimpe.
I'm waiting for them.
This morning. And of course, those who have my number or Joy's number who also have questions or who would like for us to help them clear the air on certain things this morning can also please send your questions, because again, like I said, today's show is a masterclass. And of course, we have he's our teacher, he's our imam, he's our friend. And we have him in the studio this morning. And together, we'll be taking a look at this topic on the show today. Sheikh Abdulrahman Adangba, thank you for always being here on the
Thank you for having me.
Right, so let's start this way. And since we're talking about love and financial pressure, I remember that before we went on a break, we asked ourselves, do people marry for love or do people marry for money? And they asked me. I said my own is low more.
No more.
Low more. Love and money.
Love and more. Go on, Jan.
So do people marry for love or for money, or do people marry for both, or do people even marry for none, and at the end of the day they find their niche when they get into the marriage? You said You said
Thank you so much.
Yeah, it's possible.
Thank you so much. Many people, I want to say this categorically and emphatically, that most people don't marry for both. Yes. They don't marry for love. They don't marry for money. They don't even know why they are in it.
So why would you be in something and you don't know why?
Because you see, there is a mistake in our world of today. It wasn't like that yesterday. In those yesteryears, those people would let you be around them, study with them, know the nitty-gritty of what you are about to go into. But in our days of today, education, search, which has made a lot of us put our kids in the boarding school, we don't even relate because we are running after money. So these kids develop themselves by themselves, understanding what they feel they understood. Whereas what they what they think they understand is nothing. So when you now tell them love, what is love? They don't know the definition. And love is giving everything and expecting nothing in return. So who is marrying for that? Is it the man or the woman?
Not the woman.
Giving everything and expecting nothing in return. That is love. Is that available everywhere? No.
I guess not.
So if I tell you they are not marrying for it, then you can see. So when we talk about money, some people don't know what is money. And that's why we have the Yahoo boys. They don't know what is money. They think money is the accumulation. No, money is not the accumulation. Money is the flow. If money comes and you are keeping it in the bank, you are being enslaved by money. The essence of money is what you get and live
spend.
and get. Live.
Live what you
Don't.
okay,
It's
live.
not. Yes, act of spending is act of leaving that one to get out of your hand. So when you say spending, you are leaving it to go. But many people grab money to keep. They don't leave it to go. And when you have money to keep, you don't leave it to go. You are enslaved by money. And at the end of the day, you don't even know what to do with it.
We can as well just discuss
So you should understand the real meaning of what you want to go into. So money is what you leave and regain. You leave it, it goes, it comes back. When it's staying, it becomes your master.
So it will dictate to you rather than you dictate.
And it will dictate something that is of no use. I always tell people, if you want money or you want to go and borrow money, have plans on ground. You should have gone into debt before you get money. If you are not in debt and you get money, you don't know how to spend it.
You must take me before you find
Yes,
money.
that's when you can spend money. But if you are not in debt and you get money, just look at it. Can fish you.
Then you start spending frivolously.
And you see people going on adventure. For what? They work for a whole year in Western countries and they go for adventure. At the end of the day, what is adventure? What is it giving the world? What is it giving to them? What is the legacy from that adventure? So if they keep it, it's like you are in the university, you learn. After going, you obtain all the certificates. Are you going to inherit that to your kids? So if the real focus in education is not passed on, then we don't have a country that is literate. So that is where the problem is. So when you bring love and financial pressure together, you are bringing two odds together. They're not the same thing.
Odds.
Yeah,
Why
they
are
are
they two odds?
Yes, I'll let you know.
Please let us know.
Love is something that is an infatuation. You can't grab it. You can't see it. You only assume it.
You feel it.
You can't feel love. You assume love. Love.
How do we assume love?
You just know
it's
that
something you feel.
Yes.
You
Is it the
you are the
inside
one
of
feeling
you.
inside you.
Yes.
Love is not meant for you. If you don't love yourself, what do you love?
And yes, you have to love yourself.
So
yourself, yes.
you can't tell whether the other person loves you. You cannot.
how
You
about
only assume he loves you.
But if we do some things
Okay, I think
now,
I understand.
you need to believe.
So that is the assumption.
Some gestures.
Yeah.
If you are looking at it vis-a-vis your own lenses, you see it as yes, he loves me.
Yeah. So that is.
There is pretense. And
Deep.
and the highest place you can
deep.
find pretense is in love. So the only thing you can do is love yourself and project yourself in love. But like Baja love me, don't get yourself
get it twisted.
cooked in the-
But does love exist?
There is love. I will tell you what it is.
Okay, tell us.
There is love. Love exists.
Okay.
But it has to exist under two foundations.
Which
Faith. Faith. So can you measure my faith?
Yeah, most.
Can I measure your level of faith? Even if I'm
Oh,
Muslim.
okay, the
Measure.
No, you
Oh,
cannot.
okay.
Can you measure my faith? The level of my faith?
No.
Can I measure yours?
No.
So love stands on faith. And I believe it does. I believe she does. But a faith without trust. If I say I love you, it means I must have trusted you to a certain level.
Yeah.
To bequeath some things to you. When I feel, when I'm not there, you're not going to change it. But if you love yourself more than I do, and we agree on something, when I go and you find something better, you leave me.
Okay.
So love is not measurable. Love is an illusion that is made to believe that it happens. It is only stable when there is trust.
But that that's your description of love. I'm taking it out of relationships or
Yes.
marriage now. What about with our children?
You do you know that the child you think you love may not love you?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
True.
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 So let's go into any aspect. The only love,
even
the
with
only love
children,
You
that
say
cannot
it's
be
a
questioned,
self-love.
self-love and
First.
God's love.
God's love.
Sometimes some things happen to you as predicaments, and you say, God does not love me.
True. Yeah.
Yeah, begin to question God.
Yeah.
So that word is an illusion that must be based on faith and trust. So if you now want it for yourself, project it.
Yeah.
But that does not say the person you are projecting it to
Will love you back the
No,
same way.
don't.
So like you rightly, like you said,
Are you coming with me?
It's
It's an illusion.
now I don't want to use your word illusion. I probably would want to stay with.
It's a thought.
No.
feeling.
He used
It's a thought that bears no
Assumption.
fact.
assumption.
Assumption. Okay.
Yes, I think I want. I think I prefer
with
to
assumption.
Yes,
That
than
sounds,
the illusion.
Sounds like it's a bit real.
Yes,
You know, but
not
when you use the word illusion,
Illusion feels more like
you hope.
wait, no,
It
no
doesn't
way.
exist at all.
It's an infatuation.
It's a what?
Infatuation.
I don't want to go with that one. Is worse.
You see, in every aspect you want to go into love, be ready for the worst scenario.
No, I agree with you there.
So that is when the
Especially-
illusion. That is when the illusion instance will come.
Especially
So
when
if
you're
you are
dealing
put
with
it in
human
that place
beings.
and the negative thing comes and the person is not showing it to you as an illusion, it's not showing it to you as a fast stuff, then you yes, somebody is in love with me.
Okay, I want to take
Okay, go ahead.
it in the context of marriage now. You hear people say, oh, love is sweet, but money makes it sweeter.
Yes, no, I'm coming to that. I want to now come to the financial pressure.
Yes,
okay.
yes, that's where I'm going to.
The financial pressure is calculatable. It's something that is controllable. Love is not controllable. You may think you are controlling it. Are you going to control the other person too? And love cannot be your own alone. So pressure, finances are controllable. Pressures are controllable. Because those are two things again. They are bringing together financial pressure. So finances are controllable. But you can't get it automatically. You have to work for it. So I'm talking in the light of finances, income, and expenditure now. So the income, you have to work for it. You have to get it. Now, you now come to a certain level where you measure what you have. Do you get it? You should measure what you have and live according to what you have.
Yeah.
How much you get as a salary, how much you get as an income in a month. You live to the level of that. But when you are living above that, even if you are not in love, if it is your own self-love, and you are living above your measure, what do you get? Dislove. You hate yourself. So now let's now talk about you are expectant from somebody. You are expecting from somebody to love you in his finances, and he is not measuring up to what you presume he is. What do you get back? Disappointment.
That
So,
will bring friction in the relationship.
Yes.
Yeah.
The basis where you don't have financial pressure in a relationship is on 5 things.
Which are?
Number 1, communication between two lovers. Me, what I do, no two marriages are the same.
Yeah.
No two relationships are the same. But me in my house, I keep my money with my wife. Take, hold it. I don't need to talk.
Yeah,
This is all we have. Because in a marriage, it's not idiotic, and that is not idiocy when you do it. In a marriage, you should remember your equity. Men are slaves. I've said it once before. Men are slaves, but honorable slaves. Imagine a man goes out to work Monday to Saturday or Monday to Friday. At the end of the month, he's giving $1 million. If he's wise, let him come home. My wife, we have $1 million.
How we
How do you
spend
spend
it?
it?
Because the equity in marriage is different from the equality of creation. Religions have defended that in every marriage the man provides and the woman manages. So the manager, the president of the president in the home is the wife. Let her know everything that you have. If you want a peaceful marriage, I'm not saying
Emphasis on the peaceful.
yes. I'm not saying you want a bossy marriage. If you want a peaceful marriage, let her know what you have.
But that will only work with
That's not
There's
one
trust.
wife.
One wife.
What if there are multiple women?
even if there are many. Let everybody know what you are sharing for them. I have 1 million, for example. I have 4 wives. 250 for everybody. So 250
Has to
will
be
have
equal.
in this house.
So decide how you want to spend your 250.
Not that you are not going to say, even if you are 20, just share your 1 million amongst them.
But again, from what Adebin said, and then you've said, okay, so for example, you have 4 wives or you have more than 1 wife, and then you've said, okay, I have 1 million, and we're sharing.
You know, you are not going to tell them that you have 1 million.
Okay.
You are going to tell this how much you have, and this how much you have.
You have.
Okay, all right. So,
Okay.
but then in that, but then the bulk of the money is still 1 million.
The bulk of the money is still 1 million.
So if you decide that, okay, you have 300, you have 300, and then
I'll keep 300.
I'll keep 400.
That is your own way of defining it.
Okay. Because again, I'm just looking at it that if you come, because again, like you said, if you want a peaceful marriage, declare it. So if you
declare what you want everybody to know you have.
Okay. No,
Not exactly what
you have.
Not exactly what you have.
For that home.
For that home.
You understand?
So
at relight at the end of the
No,
what
you
you have
see,
for the home
for
is
the
different
home.
from what you have. Because you cannot declare what you have.
Because if you are declaring all, then you are giving the control of all to her.
You are giving the control of yourself.
No.
Because
no,
that's all
you are
that
giving
you
the
have.
control of that woman to herself.
How?
I'll tell you. It means if I have 1 million and I give you 500,000 naira, if you have 2 wives, or I have you alone, I give you 1 million naira. It means don't ask me anything till the end of the month. That money would never be enough.
But then, so what happens to the man?
The man, nothing happens to him. Look,
She will
women,
take care of
women
him.
are so good. Honestly,
She will take care of him to the
honestly
letter.
and factually, wallahi, she will take care of him. He will never have a cause to blame himself.
And you know one thing?
Just because it is at the
Yeah,
community.
the trust is there.
Was it that Lomo?
And she
We are
not
going
real.
go sing Gotomo. She will not push him.
She will
manage
manage
it
it
well.
better.
Yes.
She will manage
Yes.
better
So-
because
Number 2, that's number 1. Number 2, there should be no pretense from the man and the wife. You know, I told you of equity now.
Yes.
The equity is you are going to manage what you have. The second one is there should be no pretense. The moment something is not right, say it right. Because one word that we used earlier, that one word controls a home. Assumptions. Is very, very that is the saddest part of a relationship. If my wife assumes me and I'm not like what she assumes, we are not communicating.
True.
So let her know who I am. Let me know who she is. If there is a change, I can say, okay, I want to take the change. If there is a change, I can say, I don't want to take the change. But I want to tell you that if you people are living according to the size of your clothes, voila, you don't have a problem. You have peace. So number 3 is the 3C that I told you the other time. They complain, they compare and compete.
Comparison and compete.
So if it is not in a relationship, if those things are not in a relationship, you enjoy the relationship. The man will not compete with his wife, and the man will not allow the wife to compete with others. The husband will not compete, the wife will not compete with the man, and because what is the issue? I used to ask women when they bring their cases to me that he was angry because I was building a house, and I asked the wife, why has Allah given you a suitable portion and you are looking for the unsuitable one. She asked me how. I said, after you build the house, who inherits it?
Okay.
Who inherits it? The son, the children, Abi? Okay. If the man builds a house, who inherits it? The children. Okay, the man has built a house. You have also built a house. At the end of the day, your children are going to inherit your house as a woman. I'm not talking as a woman.
As a woman.
Your children are going to inherit your house. Who owns the children? They belong. Eh? Talk now. No. What is awa in you? You are hearing somebody's. You are bearing somebody's name now. So it goes to your husband's family. And who are your family in that husband's family? Your children.
My children.
So who inherits it again? Your children. Invariably, who does that go to? Your husband.
Go back to him, yeah.
So what are you looking for in a house? And this nowadays, even at my age, my father built many houses. But before his death, he told us, look, these houses are for you. But don't sell anything until all your siblings, all the remaining siblings amongst you, are in school. And they finish their school and they are married. Then you can sell it. Why does he think we are going to sell it? I thought we are not going to sell it. I thought my siblings would let us pool the money and start sharing it. They stood up one day and said, Egbon, we are going to sell all this property. I pity my dad. Because I know how he toiled so much to build those houses. Oh, I now sat down and say, do I even need to build a house for anybody? I don't.
Exactly.
I won't.
I have that thought
Because
also.
at the time,
I have that thought too.
the houses will be ready for inheritance by those children. No, it becomes obsolete.
Obsolete, yeah.
Yeah.
So they don't want it again.
They
It's
don't
not.
want
It's
it,
not
yeah.
even in the modern whatever, and they may not have money to rebuild.
So they'll just sell it.
They'll just sell it off.
What you told, and it's so painful.
So
I can.
what I now saw in my dad is he will always tell me, "I will leave you a legacy for you," and that legacy is righteousness. And you cannot get righteousness if you are not just, if you don't have justice and mercy. So, and that's the legacy he left behind. So I'm not saying it in this world. I'm not saying it that, oh, this is what should come of this world. So there will be no extra running. I want to build a house. There will be no stealing, embezzlement in the service because I want to build a house. Where you have your 150 square meters you are living. I build a house, a duplex. All the children are now gone.
I'm
looking for people that will live
with you.
Because sometimes if I leave my room upstairs and come downstairs, I'll not go back until in the night.
When you're ready to sleep.
Yes.
That is even. That is
sometimes I'm even in my room from AM to PM. I don't even step outside the door. And I'll see that. Oh, I cannot understand what the Quran is saying, that the world itself is a rival platform. So then when I want to build that money, that house, I was thinking, yo man, I'm on top of the world. So I'm still here. I can still climb, I can still come down, but it doesn't look like anything again. So finances differently, pressure differently. So if you don't exclude yourself from the pressure, then you are in trouble. So imagine you now have the pressure and you now place the pressure on somebody. Sometimes it will tell you, Omo, don't kill me.
Because it's
Speaking about excluding yourself from the pressure.
The way to include yourself from the pressure is minimize your greed. Minimize your greed.
Does it have to be greed, or can you minimize your wants instead of greed?
Want is greed.
Greedy, no.
Look at it very well. Want is greed. If you say, I want this, it's like you have at home. Okay, this is a phone.
Or should we say need?
No.
Need
is what you need. So minimize your greed and stay with your needs.
Your needs, okay.
This is a phone. It was manufactured 2023. There is another spec of this phone now.
An upgrade, yes.
And I want that again.
Why?
Is this not working?
So that is greed.
Why? Is
That
it not
is
working?
Yeah.
So yes, in my wardrobe, I have one methodology of existence. Before I joined Corib in 2003, 2004, I used to have in my cupboard, I used to have only 9 clothes. When it's exceeding 9, I dash one out. 1 for a day and 2 for occasions. Now, when I got to Corib and I have to go to different occasions, I have to now sew more. I'll buy more soap.
Too much.
Yes. I use more water. People are not considering that. I use more electricity to iron. No, with the machine.
What's the machine?
I use more electricity to iron.
You will buy starch.
You can see who is pressurizing who.
You're
pressurizing
yourself.
You're pressurizing yourself.
So now look at it, the way we act in relationships today. You want to project your wife, she is the best wife. You want to project your husband, he is the best husband. And you'll be seeing things outside. The moment you go into competition with the outside world, you are in trouble. So the pressure is something that is just by the side, but we draw it into our lives.
So for some people watching this morning, for some people who would go back to that question that we asked ourselves before you came in, that why do people marry? Do people marry for love or do people marry for money? So some will say marriage or relationships these days are becoming transactional.
Yeah.
Where do we want to place that?
Yeah, because they don't know why they are married. Support. Marriage is support. Relationship is support. You are looking for nothing in it than support.
But
because you are going to reproduce.
Is it possible that the older you get, your reason for marriage changes?
Because you are going to procreate.
Okay.
And that is the only sense of marriage. If there is no procreation, marriage is not needed. But you are going, why not? You now ask me a question that why is it not just relationship and we procreate? No. If you are not committed, procreation will be useless for the future. So marriage is a commitment to procreation. So when we are one, you know, the Bible says the man and the wife, they become one. That's the same thing the Quran said. You become one. Because initially, when the world was created, Adam and Eve became one. And they started procreation to make the world a better place to live. Fine. Procreation, but marriage is procreation to become one to become many, isn't it? Yes. So if it is like that, what do you need in it? What you need in it is just a support. The man needs a woman to support. The woman needs a man to support on those kids. So that's why they need by force, by fire, they need one another. So, and if you now need one another, you must be soft too. You must be simple. You must be soft.
Another 3S.
Another 3S.
Another 3S.
Subtle, simple, and soft. Because living there and then becomes relative.
Yeah.
If people have that disease called OCD, if you marry a woman with OCD, if you don't,
you will run away.
or a man who's a narcissist. This is where you know that the 3S comes into focus. Being subtle, being simple, and being soft.
Okay. Adebimpe, we need to take a short break just for a little bit of housekeeping. We'll be right back.
Okay.